Dithda, and welcome everybody. Welcome to you who are here in person and also to the people at Liskeard Public Hall who will be watching this. I am so pleased that we are here for the unveiling of the first Pobel Gernow plaque. My name is Claire Jakes and I am a trustee of Cornwall Heritage Trust. The Pobel Gernow project, People of Cornwall, is a collaboration between Cornwall Heritage Trust, the Federation of Old Cornwall Societies,
had to happen, didn't it?
and the Gorseth. We want to work together, building on the memorials that are already in Cornwall, to showcase and celebrate the many achievements of the people of Cornwall. And we are so pleased that the first plaque is for Albert de Castro Glubb. We hope it will be the first of many. There are so many worthy recipients. We are particularly pleased that Albert de Castro's Glubb granddaughter is here today, Jennifer Roberts, and she will be unveiling the plaque, which I think you'll agree is a very special thing. But before she does so, I would like to introduce Brian Oldham, who is the chairman of Liskeard Old Cornwall Society, who will tell us what Albert de Castro Glubb did and why it matters. Brian.
Thank you. You'll be hearing an awful lot about de Castro Glubb in my talk this afternoon in the Story Cafe. But over the years, there have been many initiatives to share the rich heritage of the market and mining town of Liskeard to a wider audience. Still often consulted and regularly by me and Albert de Castro Glubb in his time is the 1856 history of the borough of Liskeard by the highly respected historian John Allen. In recent times, Liskeard's annual contribution to Heritage Open Days has drawn many hundreds of visitors to the town and every year receives high praise from the National Organising Committee. 2 months ago, our fabulous Liskeard District Museum received the Cornwall Heritage Award in the for an exhibition by a small museum across the whole of Cornwall. The Hollier and Goff Award in 2024 in the Cornish booklet category was awarded to the museum as the publisher and me as the author for More Peeks into Liskeard's Past. But head and shoulders above these achievements stands the work of Albert de Castro Glubb, who we are honouring today. With support of members of Liskeard Old Cornwall Society, he was able to preserve, repair and bring numerous ancient Cornish monuments out of the hands of private individuals and into the public domain. But more of that in the Story Cafe today. I'm so pleased that my submission for the plaque that recognises ADC's efforts was successful, as I do feel a certain connection with him being the first president of Liskeard Old Cornwall Society and myself being the current president 97 years later. ADC is unquestionably a worthy recipient of the plaque, and I'm pleased that locally we can continue with the annual cleaning of several of the smaller monuments that he has preserved. I'm sure our ADC would be particularly pleased with the work that the Cornwall Heritage Trust has put in to the preservation of those larger ones. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. And now, Jennifer, over to you.
Let me just get it, okay, on my feet. Before I unveil this beautiful plaque, I'd just like to say a few words about my grandfather. I was only 3 when he died, so I have no real memory of him, just a vague shape with white hair on top. But it's good to know from my mother's 5-year diary that he fed me at the kitchen table in Pendeen when I was 10 months old. He should, I think, have been an archaeologist. He had such a deep longing to understand the past. In one of his lectures, he wrote this: "Stand on top of the moors, and the moorland, rocks, marshes and tors lie silently spread out before you. Over all seems to brood the spirit of the past, and one's mind seems to conjure up the ghosts of those men, women and children who inhabited this country in ancient times. There is so much of entrancing interest. It was his desire to visualize the past, to bring it alive in his mind, that led him to roam the countryside and rescue so many ancient monuments. I share his interest in history, so it is with immense pride that I unveil this plaque to the grandfather I never knew. And it's a great pleasure to know that it's the very first plaque of its kind. Thank you, Cornwall Heritage Trust, and thank you, Bertie Glubb, for all you did to protect and preserve the ancient monuments of East Cornwall. Here we go.